Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. We are taking a look at a beer now that I'm not exactly what brewery it's from, but it came in a little gift pack from my daughter for my birthday. So it's called the Bottle Shop, if you like. It was a box of 3 bottles, come in this box, called the Bottle Shop by Cottage Delight. Apparently the beers are brewed in the Shropshire Moorlands, but I can't find anything to say who brews them or anything. So first one we're looking at out the pack is Sporty Dad. There we go. This is a light hoppy ale coming in at 4.2%, 500ml. Nice artwork, typical sort of novelty thing that you're going to get with these sort of beers. I think it was bought off Amazon, so probably paid way over the odds for it. A little bit of writing there said he's ahead of the game. A classic light hoppy ale, packed with aromatic floral aromas, contains wheat and barley stored in a cool place. Then it tells you how many units you should be drinking or not drinking. But that's about it. So there we go. Traditional beer, Shropshire Moorlands. So what glass are we putting it in? We are going to put it in a traditional sort of style glass, and it's a Stonehouse one because they're from Shropshire, so we're going to go with that. So yeah, let's get it cracked open, see what we get. It's lightly chilled, and we got another 2 to do at some point, so hopefully they'll be all right, but I've got a feeling they're going to be very sort of, it's going to be probably, I don't know, I've just got a feeling they're not going to be very good, but hopefully they will be. But if anyone knows who this is, I'll be interested to know who the brewery is. Shropshire Moorlands. I mean, there's a few breweries around Shropshire, so would be interesting to know. Beer in a glass. A light hoppy ale. Well, it's definitely light. It's crystal clear. There's a few bubbles going up, as you can see. Looks a little bit uninspiring, it's got to be said. And just half a finger of white head on top. So, a little bit left in the bottle. Let's give it a swirl and see what we get. It's not a nucleated glass, so you're not expecting lots of bubbles. Not getting a massive amount off it. A slight sweet maltiness and a gentle hoppiness. I mean, it's got an aroma. Something like a Badger beer, if you like. They're sort of traditional stuff that is sort of like slightly hoppy, a little bit malty, a bit like that. I'm not saying it's Badger, but what I mean is it's got that feel to it, something along them lines. So yeah, I don't think it's going to blow me mind. I don't think it's going to be awful. I just think it's going to be standard sort of traditional fodder. So there we go. So straw in colour, like I say, a little bit of carbonation, just about half a finger or a finger of whitehead. Let's dive in on the first one out of the box. Sporty Dad, light hoppy ale. Sporty Dad. The only sport I do is darts. It's not exactly sporty, is it? Anyway, cheers, Chicky. If you see this one, thanks very much. Dad much appreciates it. Cheers. I've got to admit, that's rather pleasant. That is rather pleasant. It really is. It's exactly what I sort of expected, but pleasant with it at the same time. A malty, sort of bready body, but light, but suits the beer. It's a nice body. It's not going to weigh you down, but it has. There's some. It feels a little bit more substantial than some beers out there. I know it doesn't look massively inspiring. It's quite busy in the mouth, but not to a point that it ruins the mouthfeel. Yeah, it's a little bit bubbly in that, and you sort of feel it start off with, but it dies off pretty quick, that does. So it doesn't really, like I say, ruin the mouthfeel. Easy drinking, pleasant, plenty of flavour, which I'm going to come to in a bit. Goes down well. It's definitely one of those sort of beers, you know, for me, you get by a nice pub, by a river or something, a nice warm day, grab yourself a bite to eat, and this is the sort of beer that you want with that. That's the sort of beer it is. We'll get on to flavours now. A little bit gassy, but like I say, it doesn't ruin the beer. So yeah, what I'm getting from that is a nice sort of slightly sweet, bready sort of malt, maybe cracker malt in there, some cracker feel to it, the maltiness. Nice little hoppy bite, a little zing to it from the hops, but nothing massively. It just gives it that little spiky bite. The carbonation helps that come out as well. It's kind of, like I say, it's traditional. It's traditional. You could say boring, or you could say easygoing and drinkable. Depends on how you want to look at it. I actually think it's quite nice. I think that's quite nice. 4.2%. Drinks like that, I would say probably. I've had like bigger beers that are nowhere near as good as this. It's got to be said. I'm not going to say they've been like 6% or whatever, but sort of hoppy ales at sort of like 4.5, 4.6%. That haven't been as good as this. It's not a woucher moment, but what it is just a nice, pleasant, enjoyable beer. So yeah, I've got to say I quite enjoy that. If I knew exactly what it was, would I drink it again if I saw it in a pub? Because let's be honest, I'm not going to go into a pub and it's going to be called Sporty Dad, is it? But if I did find out who brews it and you know, no doubt it'd be this brewery's one of their sort of core beers or something that they've just whacked a label on, I would drink it again. I would drink it again. I think it's easy enough, quite pleasant. Don't have to think about it. You're not going to drink it and go, oh, that's a bit rough. You're just going to drink it and just enjoy it. It's one of them. So yeah, the Bottle Shop by Cottage Delight, brewed on the Shropshire Moorlands apparently. So I'm not sure, but Sporty Dad light hoppy ale, 4.2%. Is it any good? Yeah, I like it. A nice easy drinker, easy going, and one that, yeah, I'm not going to go on Amazon and buy another pack, but I would drink that beer again if I knew exactly what it was. So yeah, if you see that pack, I can't guarantee you want to go out and buy the whole pack yet, but if that is anything to go by, maybe it's worth giving a go. If you've got a dad that likes his traditional beers, he may well like that nice simple going beer. If you've had that beer before or had the pack, let me know what you thought of it. That's it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Big thank you to Chicky again, Courtney, the daughter, for buying me the pack. That's it, and I will see you again soon on another one. Cheers.